The investing world is changing faster than ever. But what if you could spot the biggest investment trends long before they become obvious? My name is Alex, and today I'll share the game-changing trends in investing that smart investors are already using to multiply their returns. And trust me, these aren't the tired old trends you've heard 1,000 times before. Now let's start with a quick question. What's the single biggest secret Warren Buffett uses to pick winning investments that most beginners totally overlook? Stick around, because I'll reveal his surprising strategy shortly. First, let's dive into our first massive trend: artificial intelligence. Yes, AI might seem overhyped, but here's something most investors completely miss. AI isn't just a cool technology, it's transforming every industry you can imagine. According to billionaire investor Mark Cuban, artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, whatever you're doing, if you don't understand it, learn it. Otherwise, you're going to be a dinosaur within 3 years. Think about this. Companies using AI to streamline operations, improve customer experiences, or create groundbreaking products have massive growth potential. But here's the tricky part. How exactly do you identify genuine AI opportunities from the endless hype? Simple. Look for companies with practical AI solutions already integrated into their business model, not just promising ideas. Take NVIDIA, whose chips power countless AI applications globally, or companies like Salesforce leveraging AI for smarter customer management. Real-world use is the golden ticket here. But AI isn't the only big player revolutionizing investments. Another powerful trend is green technology and renewable energy. Why? Because the shift towards sustainability isn't just a trend, it's becoming a necessity. As Elon Musk famously said, the world must move towards sustainable energy. This isn't about politics or opinions, it's pure economics. Governments and corporations worldwide are investing billions to meet sustainability goals, creating massive financial opportunities for investors who spot these trends early. Consider companies like Tesla, obviously, but also less obvious picks. Battery makers like QuantumScape or renewable energy infrastructure leaders like NextEra Energy. But here's something critical. How exactly do you choose the most promising green companies without getting caught in speculative bubbles? It all comes down to fundamentals. Legendary investor Peter Lynch once said, "Know what you own and know why you own it." Choose companies with solid balance sheets, consistent earnings, and proven leadership in their industries, not just the ones making headlines. Now here's another critical question. What if you want to benefit from these trends without the risk of picking individual stocks? Here's the perfect solution: trend-focused ETFs. Exchange-traded funds allow you to invest broadly in entire sectors or themes with just one click. For example, the Global X Robotics and Artificial Intelligence ETF or the iShares Global Clean Energy ETF give you diversified exposure to these booming sectors without the risk of choosing wrong. But there's another trend emerging that very few investors fully appreciate yet: cybersecurity. With digital transformation accelerating, cyber attacks have skyrocketed, creating immense demand for cybersecurity solutions. Billionaire hedge fund manager Ray Dalio emphasizes, knowing how to deal with cyber risks is as critical as financial risks. Think about this. Every new technological advance creates more vulnerabilities, and protecting digital assets is no longer optional. Companies like CrowdStrike, Palo Alto Networks, or even giants like Microsoft are capitalizing massively on this unstoppable demand. But what's the smartest way to safely profit from cybersecurity's explosive growth, especially if you're new to this industry? Once again, look to funds specifically targeting cybersecurity, such as the ETFMG Prime Cybersecurity ETF, which gives you broad exposure without excessive risk. But wait, let's quickly circle back to the earlier question about Warren Buffett's biggest investing secret, because this directly connects to identifying these profitable trends. Buffett once said, "Investing is simple but not easy." His biggest secret is focusing exclusively on long-term value creation and ignoring short-term market noise. Buffett invests in companies positioned to dominate their industries decades from now, not just months. Here's the twist. Investing successfully in trends like AI, green tech, or cybersecurity requires the exact same mindset. Ask yourself, does this company or fund have a sustainable competitive advantage? Will it likely still dominate its industry in 10 or 20 years? Thinking long-term helps you separate lasting opportunities from temporary hype. But speaking of lasting opportunities, there's another surprising trend shaping the investment landscape in profound ways: space technology. Now, space investing might sound futuristic or even unrealistic, but that's exactly why early investors are seeing impressive returns. Morgan Stanley predicts the global space industry will generate over $1 trillion annually by 2040. Imagine investing in industries like satellite broadband, asteroid mining, or commercial space travel before they become mainstream. But how exactly can you capitalize on the space economy safely today, especially if you don't know much about rockets or satellites? Here's the good news: it's easier than you think. Major corporations like Lockheed Martin and Boeing are deeply involved in space projects, providing stable, profitable exposure. Or consider ETFs specifically targeting space innovation, like the ARK Space Exploration and Innovation ETF, giving you instant diversification across cutting-edge companies. Now, here's a key insight most beginners miss. Combining multiple trends into a well-rounded portfolio could massively reduce your risk while significantly boosting returns. But how exactly do you effectively combine trends like AI, green tech, cybersecurity, and space tech without overcomplicating your portfolio? Stick around, because I'm about to show you a surprisingly simple method even total beginners can use to capitalize on all these trends simultaneously. The key is diversification through focused ETFs and funds. By choosing specialized funds for each trend, like AI, cybersecurity, green tech, and space, you gain broad, stable exposure to multiple high-growth sectors. Diversification doesn't mean diluting your returns, it means strengthening your portfolio. But what's the smartest, simplest way to build this diversified portfolio from scratch? Start by clearly defining your investment goals. Ask yourself, are you seeking aggressive growth, moderate growth, or safer, income-oriented strategies? If aggressive growth excites you, allocate more heavily toward innovative sectors like AI and space technology. For moderate growth with stability, balance your portfolio with green tech and cybersecurity ETFs, providing solid growth without excessive volatility. But what if you're still worried about market ups and downs? Here's a powerful secret. Systematic investing is the ultimate volatility antidote. Investing regularly, regardless of market conditions, smooths out volatility over time. This approach, known as dollar-cost averaging, ensures you buy fewer shares when prices are high and more shares when prices dip. Warren Buffett famously stated, "Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful." Regular automated investing turns this advice into practical action without any emotional stress. But there's one more powerful trend reshaping investing you absolutely must understand: demographic shifts. This might sound unusual, but consider this. Aging populations and shifting global demographics are dramatically impacting investment opportunities worldwide. Healthcare, pharmaceuticals, and senior housing industries are booming due to growing elderly populations, especially in developed countries. For instance, companies specializing in healthcare innovation like Moderna or senior living real estate investment trust REITs, such as Welltower, present steady growth opportunities driven purely by demographic trends. But demographics aren't limited to aging. Think about the rising middle class in emerging economies like India or Brazil. Companies and ETFs targeting these booming consumer markets offer substantial growth potential as hundreds of millions of people gain purchasing power. Legendary investor Jim Rogers once said, "If you want to make money, go where the growth is, go east." Investing in ETFs that focus specifically on emerging markets can tap into this immense growth, allowing you to benefit directly from global demographic shifts without needing to pick individual stocks. By now, you're probably thinking, these trends sound incredible, but how exactly do I practically implement all this? Here's a straightforward blueprint. First, identify ETFs or funds that precisely target these major trends: AI and robotics, green energy, cybersecurity, space technology, healthcare innovation, and emerging markets. Second, choose a reputable brokerage with low fees, automatic investing options, and robust educational resources to help you along the way. Next, set up automatic monthly contributions to invest consistently, applying the power of dollar-cost averaging. This removes emotional decision-making, ensuring you steadily accumulate investments over time. Lastly, review your portfolio annually to rebalance, ensuring your chosen asset allocation aligns with your evolving risk tolerance and goals. Here's a crucial final insight. Don't overthink it. Investing successfully isn't about complexity, it's about consistency. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's partner, famously advised, "Take a simple idea and take it seriously." The simple idea here is investing consistently across diversified, high-growth trends, then patiently holding your investments long-term. Remember, identifying trends early gives you a massive advantage, but patience is your secret weapon. Over decades, even small regular investments can grow exponentially, especially when focused on industries poised for transformational growth. The biggest mistake new investors make isn't choosing the wrong trend, it's simply not starting at all. So now you have everything you need to confidently harness these powerful trends: AI, cybersecurity, green technology, space exploration, demographic shifts, and global emerging markets. Imagine 5 or 10 years from now, looking back, knowing you seized these opportunities early and transformed your financial future. The question isn't whether these trends will grow, they undeniably will, but whether you'll act now or watch others profit. Investing doesn't have to be complicated or intimidating. It can be exciting, empowering, and highly rewarding. Are you ready to take control, leverage these incredible trends, and build real, lasting wealth starting today?